Good afternoon, my friends. Welcome to Chapter 25 of Halvar's Saga. We are outside of Ansilvund, where, actually, right here in our foreground is the ethereal ghost blade on Janas's hip. That's where we discovered the ghost blade way back in Chapter 3 of Halvar's Saga. The co-play, it was a very good time with our friend of the channel, Gia Cat Loin. And we're not revisiting Ansilvund in hopes of more loot. We are here because this is the staging ground for our ascent of this eastern mountain range. We've got to find the missing curate in Kagrenzel to proceed with the new Anniversary Edition content. It was just in my mind. What's it called? Ghost of the Tribunal. That's the one. So that's where we're at. We've got some frost trolls barring the way, giving us a stern test right off of the bat. Not really. Get wrecked, troll. Not really a test at all, is it? Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Truly appreciate it. As you may have seen just there in the opening spiel, our horse is armored up in steel. Has been for a couple chapters, but last time we saw the horse, you couldn't see the armor. A little bit buggy, as many other things are. But, no big deal. The only item update is during our traditional off-camera buying and selling. I just found a ring of extreme health, whereas before we were wearing a very outdated ring of minor health. And, you know, you could always craft new rings and so forth, but it's also very cool to find, or excuse me, to wear what you find, and merchants are a cool place to find things, just like chests and dead bodies are. So that's the update, guys. Nothing much new to report. I just want to thank everybody so much for watching, for supporting the content, and we're going to have some fun here. Ooh. Not as cool of a shot as I thought. I wanted to get the moon peeking out from over the mountains, but it's not a good angle for it. All good. So far, this Ghosts of the Tribunal quest has been a little bit of a mixed bag. We still have the creepy mask and robes with which to infiltrate the cult, but while we're back here on the mainland adventuring, we've got our heavy armor on. Our Chaos Warrior gear, if you will. And we have found Kagrenzel. It is infested with frost trolls. And what are we doing? Find the missing curate. That will be the third task of the goddess complete, the 100-foot tall statue of a voluptuous demoness. And quite why we are doing that type of stuff for her is all in service of the quest. We are not true believers by any stretch. We are infiltrating, as we say. So hopefully we don't have to do anything too nefarious in the name of our mission. As I was saying, so far, Ghost of the Tribunal has been a little bit of a medium one for me. Just too much time underground in the Dwemer ruins, which we're going into again, and too many puzzles that are not my favorite part of Skyrim.
Trouble is in the air
This is kind of cool, though. What the heck's going on
the
here?
drummer who built this place was sometimes called.
Well, there's a dead bandit.
History records that they were no shorter than.
And another dead bandit. And you can touch a strange orb, which seems like a very bad idea. But that's what the arrow is telling us to do. And there doesn't appear to be much else to do, if anything, besides touch the orb, so hey. You only live once. Oh. Janasa! Remember me, Janasa. Look after my children if I don't come back. Now what? Okay. Oh, excuse me? Okay. I don't know if I missed something obvious there. We're just gonna try this again. Not letting Janasa in this time. Again, we don't want to risk her. I guess I was standing right in the middle and we fell. Maybe this middle square kind of gives away, so if we're over here on one of these partial things, and hey, Janasa just teleports inside anyway. This is a very strange little opening part to this area, dungeon, whatever you want to call it. No. Wow, this is an infinite fall. And we didn't die. What? Okay, I guess you're supposed to just fall in such a way as to not hit anything hard. Find it very unbelievable that that type of fall would not instantly kill you, even hitting water. But never mind that, I guess we'll save. And we have survived the touching of the strange orb. I don't know if Janasa has, though. We'll figure that out a little later, I guess. Anyway, while we're down here, it's hard to say whether we'll be coming back this way, so I will explore briefly underwater. Okay. Not much to see thus far. Alright, let's just make for some kind of dry land. I think Halvar is feeling a little bit less greedy and adventurous than the norm after that fall. Just happy to be here. Just happy to be back on dry level ground, not hurtling through the air, praying for water beneath our feet. Okay, we've got Falmer. We've got Indiana Jones style traps. We've got it all. We've got it all to contend with. And the Falmer can be pretty tough opponents, right? So if we're going to be without Janasa for this part, it's definitely not ideal. And as soon as we question whether or not we'll see her, there she is. Somehow coming from this way. We'll take it. You have been poisoned. Not ideal, is it?
Foos!
Falmer Night Prowler, quite a powerful foe. Already taking chunks out of us. It seems that you're rewarded for running at normal speed and playing zoomed
Are
out.
scholars in Cyrodiil who have dedicated their lives to solving the mystery of the Dwemer's disappearance.
When Falmer are lurking and they have those tunnel networks from which to ambush you, like so. Whoa, to Stony Creek Cave? Interesting. We've already been here before. The missing curate is here. We're not, like, in Cagrin's cell anymore, but whatever, we'll take it. Ooh, the bandit chief.
I'm gonna put you down.
Bandit chief did not make it. Missed a few swings there, but I was just trying not to hit our target. The bandits kind of used her, not quite, but almost inadvertently, as a human shield. Really trying not to kill or aggress against the one that we're here to find and perhaps save.
Maybe you can help me.
Not sure why things are kind of grayscale now. Actually, I'm going to kill you and take the mask. Do you have the mask? Let's do the neutral option.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, good job. Here, my way of saying thanks.
Okay, we got the mask. Cool. Return to the temple.
You want something from me?
No. I've already got what we want. Bliss bug in a jar?
Ah, who did this?
Never seen such a thing. So, obviously, we take it if we've never seen such a thing, right? I think, one of our new homes, maybe Bloodchill Manor, wants you to put bugs in a jar on the shelf. So, that's part of the game. We will oblige, perhaps. Wow, this bandit chief is eating well. Look at all these various cheeses. I love it. Ruins Ag, a unique bow. Randomly applies one of these effects to the target. Frost, demoralize, frenzy, drain magicka, paralyze. Oh, Janasa.
We're one of the same kind, if that is
For
what you
your
wish.
service. Well, maybe we'll just give it to you for now. The upgraded Dwarven bow does more damage, by far, actually. Not that I care that much, it'd still be cool, but we'll give her the unique bow, give her the choice of what to use, and then in between chapters, maybe we try to upgrade that if we can. Halvar smithing is good, but not perfect.
Something? Please, someone do something.
Bandit outlaw.
I'm getting out of here.
You just stay behind me, ma'am. There won't be any problems.
Who did this?
Okay, looks like a straight shot out of here. I'm a little bit worried about the game just turning grayscale like this. I mean, is this really how Stony Creek Cave looks? I don't remember it that way. And the game was behaving strangely when I started it up, actually. But if we get out into the wild and colors are normal again, then all will be well. Okay, looks normal to me. Very cool. So, return to the temple. And we'd best look the part. Would you not agree, my friends? So it looks like we have 2 masks for this quest. Potentially a 3rd if this one matters for it.
I thought about becoming a bandit.
Oh, Janasa, don't tell me that same story again. I can't handle it. We all know, Janasa. You righteously eschewed the path of banditry because you like warm beds and clean clothes or something like that, right? You're so above it all, Janasa. You're so above
If you're looking for passage,
morality.
talk to Captain Gjalland.
We kid. Janasa's the best follower he could ask for, really, thus far, especially for this purpose. For crawling caves and dealing with the people of Solstheim. Janasa is unparalleled. Alright. I was thinking about doing a little talking, doing a little selling, but now let's just go. Straight for the temple. Clear the temple of ash zombies. Ooh. They're gonna fight us hand to hand, huh? Ragged trousers. Something odd is happening here. I mean, I know they're not ash spawn, but which are much tougher enemies, so maybe that's just it. Maybe this is what ash zombies are supposed to kind of always be like, but it almost seems like the cult members have become zombies. That's my first... No, it's not, because the cult members are down bleeding, getting wrecked by the zombies. Alright.
That's the best you can do.
This is kind of cool. The zombies aren't very strong, so even though I like to... Oh yeah, there we go.
Good. Enough. Azura's wisdom to you, friend.
Even though I usually like to... fight with urgency in those pitched battle situations when others' lives are at stake. Even if I know it doesn't really matter, I like to do that for realism. I want to be careful not to accidentally hit a guard and draw the aggro, just because I've obviously never done this quest before. I know there is an option to kill all the cultists, so if you hit one with your sword, will the game decide that you've no longer been infiltrating and you're now on the kill them all path? Don't want to risk it. Anyway.
Need something.
I've completed the goddess's task and passed out the letter spreading her word. Let's begin by mentioning the
Take
letter.
this token of my gratitude.
Okay.
All right then.
We got some gold. Before we proceed with that conversation, I'd like to read the note. Word of the goddess's return has spread throughout Tamriel. It was wise of you to enlist the help of the innkeeper, who deals with many patrons in need of spiritual guidance. As a result of these efforts, new soldiers and priests have pledged their lives in service. Take this gold as a reward for your efforts. Followed
Yes,
by
so
those same 3
bless you.
runes. Okay, so they gave us an armory key. Anything I can do to stop these attacks?
Of course. It's all in this note.
Started Ashen Heart. Read the matriarch's note. We've also got to find the armory, because that seems like a gold mine, proverbially and perhaps literally. Look for clues in the armory, okay. Rumors have long stalked the temple halls of the return of the Sharmat, spreader of Corpus, the corrupter of hearts, the architect of the Akulakan. I speak, of course, of the blighted one, Dagoth-ur. We now know this word has been spread by a traitorous priest who once served her faithfully. The diviner, necromancer, and my former friend, Erden Relvel. It is his creations that accosts her temple. But I know not the source of his power. My fear is the truth may be found in the armory before we begin. My predecessor gave me a gift, or rather a responsibility, a box. The box was to be placed in the armory, but never opened. In fact, his voice stumbled at the mere mention of it. His hands gripped the edges as if to drop it would shatter the world. As such, I heeded his warning when he begged me to never look inside. To this day, I do not know how to open the rear gate. I bet it's those 3 symbols we keep seeing. Yet the restoration of this temple has required many hands, and not all of them hers. It's possible someone has found a way inside. Take the armory key I've given you, there are those symbols again, and investigate the area. Only with the full power of the tribunal and our goddess's will can evil be vanquished. Okay, the armory is off in this direction.
What might you need,
Take a look.
Definitely not going to leave here without checking out the blacksmith. We've got bone arrows? Whoa. I'll buy a bone arrow for Janasa. Heck yeah. Indurial helmet? Whoa, that's cool. Kind of the whole cult gear. But heavy armor, I like it. Good to know that that exists if we need it for any reason or just because it is cool. Veteran Watchman's helmet, man. An interesting blacksmith here for sure. Let's do a little quick selling while we can. This guy's got a lot of gold as well.
Safe travels.
Sirrah.
There's something you need.
I need something.
Not gonna get too greedy, draw too much attention by taking stuff off the shelves willy-nilly. We are infiltrating still. Still gotta treat this place with the fear and respect that it likely deserves. Wow. Her hand, armor, boots, gauntlets, and helm. Jeez. This is very involved. Mask of Alamexia. Temple priest boots, extravagant robes. That mask has me wondering a little bit. And you can just take all this stuff. Alright, maybe we'll take this stuff off the shelves. We'll have a set of her hand things. Why not? Oh, we found another of the forge gems. 3 out of 4, cool. The priest note says, okay, use the mannequins to solve the armory room puzzle. The matriarch does not speak of what remains locked beyond the gate. She says our way is to serve the goddess in the tribunal, but Erden was right. The artifact speaks to us. I feel its heartbeat rattling in my head like a loose rock. Rattle, rattle, rattle. A curious song, not a heart of blood but stone. Yet the gate remains, for all intents and purposes, impenetrable. No levers or chains, no secret buttons. All the usual tricks have been tried. Nothing here save a few broken pillars and the mannequins. In fact, I grew so weary of their stares I covered their faces with masks. It was not until that moment that the solution came to me. What if the mannequins themselves are the key? 3 faces and 3 masks, a tribunal, but which mask go on which face? When memory fails, I go to the sculptor's room and pray at the shrines, so I can match blessing to symbol. I feel now I can solve the puzzle, but without the masks, it is useless. Activate mannequin. Alright, so clearly we want to take all this stuff. And I already kind of don't understand it because it says 3 mannequins, but I only see 1. But the first thing we gotta do is give this one of the masks, I guess. And it already had the Mask of Alamexia, so let's try something else. Like, there are way more than 3 mannequins, so which 3 are we talking about here? Oh, I'll take that ebony mace, though. Magebane? We're just finding sweet named items here. Dual ebony scimitars? Oh my goodness. Wow, light of day. It's a shame these are all seemingly one-handed weapons, right? But still very cool.
Few would dare to trespass in these ruins. What you lack in wisdom, you make up for in courage.
Oh, Janasa, don't discourage me now. Skull Crusher. Yo, okay. Well, let's look at some of these sweet items first. Does 30 points of stamina damage. I mean, it's cool. It's not as good as the Blood Skull Blade, I don't think, because it's going to swing more slowly, and it doesn't have that energy blast. It's also not as cool overall, I don't think, but we'll definitely, for a moment here, or for a little while in this chapter, perhaps, just wear it. Other weapons. Light of Day. 30 points of sun damage. Undead targets take triple. Magebane is just a two-handed sword, I guess? Yeah, 60 points of magicka damage. That's a cool one, too. Alright. Okay, so now I guess it's going to be these 3 mannequins, right? Either that or I'm just going to have to look it up and I'm not going to get it. Whoops. Give. And give. Okay, nothing's happening. I wonder if do these have any kind of insignia on them that would indicate... Okay... Huh. If that one's where it already should be, which, whoops, I don't know if it would be. There it is, okay. Well, let's not forget to take those masks when we leave, maybe. Right? That would be a cool one to... Those would be cool ones to leave with, I should say. Okay, another note to read. So much reading in this quest. Hoops Fire. 30 points of shock damage, half as much magicka damage. Some pretty cool stuff, you have to say. Alright. Let's take these masks back, thank you very much. Seem too cool to leave without.
Need, if that is what you wish.
Problem with looting just so well is that we've got. all the stuff to carry. We're just gonna give Janasa all of these magic weapons and see which ones she decides to use, if any. And give her these 3 masks in the her hand stuff. So if she wants to infiltrate with us, she absolutely can.
Lead on, then.
We'll make her a little less effective in combat, but that is alright. Get our own mask back on, and now let's take a look at that note. No, not that one. This one. We have to kill the priest of Dagoth-Ur. The note reads, I was told that without the masks the gate would not open, but the priests underestimate my master's will. It was Dagoth-Ur opened the gate and beckoned me forward, and when I wear his face I speak his truth, and from his words I spawn the cure that will spread across the world. My temple brother Arthemis was the first to receive its blessing. His once melancholy face has been carved into the most delightful shape, and his mouth sticks into a comely smile. He must be quite pleased with the changes, as I have heard no complaints. I feel now that he is truly happy. You may have already met him, slain him with her hand. Perhaps you have met all my master's little pets as they descended on her temple. I knew this would happen, for there must come a time when the tribunal's champion will challenge my master, as the Nevravine once did. The tribunal has 3 heads, and you wear them all, so by opening the way you are worthy of dying by my master's hand. Come to the graveyard by Tel Mithrin. My master's creatures will dine on you there. Wow, that is intense. So this is further east than we've been on Solstheim at all. We cannot fast travel as expected from this location, although it was worth a shot. I don't know my way around this place at all. Really could have sworn it would be this way, even just looking at the map a second ago. Now we're getting there. Okay, now we're getting there.
All right, then.
Alright, so I assume we can be ready to face a big horde of these ash zombies, as well as perhaps a necromancer or something to that effect leading them. So we will... Ooh, quite the pair here. Quite the frightening pair. We will remain in our guises as we fast travel through town and along the coast to Fort Frostmoth, and then get our fighting gear on, right? We'll try out Magebane for a minute. Seems fine. Seems fun. Oh. Right away, the ash spawn are at it again. Can't quite scale the ramparts there. found a way up. These things do a lot less damage to us than they used to when we first got onto Solstheim, even though we're on one higher level of difficulty. Magebane is cool. It's no Blood Skull Blade, though. I'm gonna switch back. All right. Whoa, look at this war going on. Do you see this? Ooh, I tried to get a picture with that fiery inferno right behind us. I don't know if we did. There's a war between Ashspawn and something. Necromancer, I guess. Ooh! Ice Mage. BTFO'd by the Ashspawn. Or by something else altogether. Fire Mage. Fascinating. What are we dealing with here? Yikes. Lurker, huh? Ooh. That's a big fella. Doesn't go down easy. Conjures all kinds of horrible things. Hits relatively hard. One lurker, not a big deal, though, for Halvar and Janasa. But there's a whole entire mushroom town over there, and these strange floating jellyfish-like creatures that we never did find anything more about. Find out anything more about them. This is very odd. Very, very odd indeed. Truly like a different planet. So alien is the landscape. Alright, this does look like a little city or town. I guess we should go into it with extreme caution. I couldn't even tell if that was a living being or a stylized jellyfish bridge, but it appears to be the latter.
From that look on your face, I'm guessing you've never seen a Silt Strider before.
Nope.
This is Dusty. I personally trained her from a lava. Feels like a lifetime ago now. She hasn't been in traveling condition for quite a while now. I've tried to let her go off on her own, but she insists on staying here.
These golden Solstheim sunsets are
with
quite
the
something.
locals. I've decided to stay here and make sure she passes in peace. It's the least I can do for her. Every once in a while, a local makes it out here, although they usually just want to catch a glimpse of Dusty. Silt Striders are pretty rare now. Take a look.
I don't think I'm gonna buy this hound yet, but it's good to know. Okay, is this just like the 4th gem that he's selling? I'm gonna buy it, just in case. Well. Might as well unload a lot of this stuff here. Do have plenty to sell.
All right, then.
Well, I guess not. It doesn't seem to have completed that quest, but at first glance I thought that's what it might be. No harm done, really. Wow. Okay, Telmithrin. I really
out here?
don't know
Aren't
what
you
to make
supposed
of
to be
this.
in the tower assisting Master
Why
Noah?
won't this summoning work? I don't think you belong here. Does Master Neloth know
We don't
about
get
you?
many visitors.
Until next
Is there
time.
something you need?
Nothing.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
The lab is too small. Also, I need the ashy soil. Master Neloth knows what I'm doing. No need to bother him about it, though. He's quite busy.
Plenty to see here and do here, I'm sure. Perhaps we'll save that for another day and remain focused on the quest here. Before it becomes full dark, we'll make a little more progress down toward... And we've been spotted. I was going to say down toward the enemy, but the enemy has spotted us right away. I think you were foolish, Erden, to charge out as you did. You should have stayed back. Some powers of healing, but it will not save you. Let's get that mask before anything else happens. Alright, there's that fourth gem. Let's go. We're getting it done, guys. Mask of Dagoth, or Robe of the Lich. Some nice items to be sure. Ashspawn Skirmisher. Very cool. Now the dead may rest in peace, I suppose. A huge part of me wants to just swing my sword at this thing, but we won't. Man, Solstheim has a lot to see and do. Just more than I ever thought. We're gonna have to do just a lot of questing in Solstheim, just wandering around and seeing what's up. I want to discover one more place before we fast travel back to resume the Ghosts of the Tribunal quest. Or to conclude it. I don't know if we're close to the end or not. Sunstone.
Now through him do we see.
Our hands once were idle.
Now through them does he speak.
Another shrine, but
And when the
this one
world
populated
shall
by
listen.
Reavers. Interesting, interesting.
And when the world shall see.
Alright, I guess that's good enough. Okay, that is the quest of the Tribunal. So I guess the next thing to do is to, try to do True Flame, but I still don't know how. Again, in the past, I thought maybe you had to be at that forge, and maybe you still do. Alright, I'm going to quick save before I hit use, because this could easily be just like an ingredient thing. Or a potion, I suppose. Okay, you just click it. Sweet. Easy. Wow, we did it. Now what? Okay. Use the forge to enchant and restore True Flame. we've got to go back to Falbathar's. And we've done enough other stuff, including lots of traveling around mainland Skyrim off-camera to buy and to sell. So I kind of hope that this place is still cleared out. But I'm not sure that it necessarily will be. We're nearly level 35. Hope you guys have had fun with this one. For some of you who are more casual Skyrim viewers and players, maybe you haven't, maybe you're only following Anniversary Edition content through me. Maybe this was your first time seeing Ghosts of the Tribunal. That would be pretty cool if so. Alright, all the enemies are still lying strewn about the floor, dead as a doornail. And the traps are still going endlessly. Dwarven armored, ghostly remains. Alright. Huh is right, Janasa. Place the unenchanted weapon in the forge. Pick up True Flame.
The drummer who built this
Big
place
hype.
was sometimes called dwarves, but history
True
records
Flame
that they
added.
were no shorter than human.
Let's see what it does. Oh, it's one-handed. Seems good. Well, we got all kinds of really cool items, most of which we can't use, or they're more decorative than anything, or maybe they're better for other people than for us. But that is definitely some very cool stuff on the whole. Let's not go deeper into this dungeon, though. I have had enough of dwarven dungeons for a little while. Excellent, excellent. Alright, as far as I can tell, all of that stuff that we started a couple chapters ago is now completed. A few quests that cropped up along the way. The True Flame one, the side quests, such as they were, and the Ghost of the Tribunal itself. So if we wanted to stay up here on Solstheim, we could do Served Cold. Or we could go back to mainland Skyrim, do a little bit more questing. I think I just want to keep breaking that Solstheim content up, my friends. So let's go back to the mainland. And I think we've got about 10-15 minutes left in this chapter. Maybe we'll just resume our westward journeying toward Markarth as we tried to do a little while back. That could be fun, for sure. Karthwasten, Markarth.
What was that? Thought I heard something.
Could have sworn I've killed you before, Forsworn Ravager. Grand Soul Gem, nice. Filled up. Look at our horse over there leading the charge. Let's go. Oh, that was bad, Halvar. That was very bad. Now we're out of the fight. We got bamboozled by a crafty Forsworn. It happens. A little embarrassing, but it happens. I'm once again noting how the Forsworn can be pretty passive. Like, this whole camp is aggroed. But often they really don't fight until you're already upon them. And by then, for these lightly armored people, it is far too late. We might have to up the difficulty again. Can you believe it?
It's nothing.
Whoa, that was... Oh, okay, you guys saw that, right? That was so weird. Oh, but we're still alive? What the heck? We had the death animation and everything, but we did heal in time, so we died and we were getting knifed in the back. And then we just stood back up again? I've never encountered that. That's cool. And obviously I spoke too soon. Exactly as I said we should maybe up the difficulty. We got really very nearly killed by that Forsworn Ravager. Alright, Hagraven. This is a pretty tough camp to clear out. Respectable foes overall, despite the questionable tactics of the Forsworn. Once again, our disappearing armor has vanished. The horse armor, that is, but no big deal. No big deal, says I. And we are just going to try to find the best way. It's probably back here, to be honest. We want to go west, but we should... Looks like if we go south, we'll be stuck on the wrong side of the mountain range, so let's go high if we can. Feels good to ride a horse every now and then. Man, it really is every now and then. It's not an all-the-time thing for me. It is definitely sweet, though. This might take the idea to hit the higher ground a little bit too far, but whatever. Red Eagle Redoubt. We don't want any more beef with Forsworn at this exact moment. Let's keep going. It's pretty cool to flee the arrows on horseback, wouldn't you say? Man, this place is so aggressive. Viparth, some named people? Alright, well, I'm intrigued enough by this. We'll give it a shot. Jeez, there's a lot of you. Leave my horse alone, Viparth. It's interesting, some of them are named and some are generic bandit titles, right? Okay, we've got one journal to read, probably another when we find Remy. Is that you, Remy? Yes, but no journal for that one. Perhaps illiterate. We'll never know. Igorn, reforged Helm of the Crusader. I have no need for this gear. It's for like a paladin spell sword type where you're heavily armored and casting spells. But it is so cool. Oh, it's light armor too. Look at that. Ooh. Look at all these bonuses. Armor bonus to light armor, very cool. Reduce damage from undead while wearing max set. Health buff, restoration spell discount. Wow, this Crusader gear is sweet. Disease resistance. Oh my god, this is just very, very cool, epic thematic stuff. And now we've got the heavy armor Crusader gear. Same energy, just heavy armor. Well, we obviously have to take it all. Fascinating. So these Crusaders died, presumably, to these bandits? Or, I guess we'll find out. You can activate this pedestal. What have we stumbled on? This seems like new content too, right? Anyway, before we forget, before we do anything else, or find anything else, Viparth's journal. So the other day, me and the boys robbed this caravan full of monks. Real easy, except there wasn't any loot. But one monk, he was a squealing type, put a knife to his throat, and he sang like Nirnroot. The monk tells us there's a secret compartment in the carriage. We pop it open, find the shiniest set of weapons and armor I've ever laid my eyes upon. The kind you have to squint to look at. When we got back to camp, the first thing I did was try on a boot. Funny thing is, it didn't fit. I swear it was the right size, but Remy laughs and snatches it from me, saying some rubbish about how only real warriors can wear real armor. Except joke's on him, they wouldn't fit him neither. Soon the whole crew's trying on the set, but no matter the piece, no matter the size, they can't keep it on. Some manage to get it on for a second, right up until the color goes out of their face, and it ain't just the armor. Try and swing one of the weapons, you feel sick to your stomach, like the thing don't want you wielding it. So we're all sitting by the campfire out of ideas when Orin, the new blood, gets the idea to have their kin Igorn try the armor on. Everyone laughs. The kid ain't even one of the crew, just some green little bastard who decided to tag along for the raid. Like Orin, they ain't even killed their first man yet, but lo and behold, the king tries on a boot and the damn thing fits. I guess Igorn's part of the crew now, Orin says, but the pup ain't having it. Turns out they ain't want to do the work. They don't even like being a bandit, so I tell Orin either the kid fights with us or I cut their throat. About to do it when Orin, that bloody traitor, picks up the big shining mace and nearly clobbers my head off. Okay, this is a long journal. So now it fits Orin, which brings us to where we are now. The two of them are following orders, but I don't trust them one bit. It's not just about the armor. Orin's been talking nonsense, saying we should let people go like they ain't witnesses and other bleeding heart shit you just don't do. Okay. So basically, the armor turned these into some good guys. Yeah, Orin and Igorn, those were the ones. I don't know what I need to be doing to activate this pedestal, if anything. But that was pretty cool. You cannot use this while in combat? Whoa! Vampires out of nowhere. I was like, we're not in combat. You turn around and see that face. That was frightening. Genuinely a little bit frightening.
Team!
What a chapter, guys. We've done so much. There you are. Your master is dead, vampire. What now? Ooh, Janasa. Absolutely wrecked. Janasa's raising vampire fledglings as well with the staff we gave her. Man, oh man. Lots going on here, guys. Lots going on here. Still don't know how to activate that pedestal. But here we are. Now we can finally have a seat. Now we can sit down, look at this beautiful, misty mountain. Very, very cool, my friends. And as midnight approaches, we are going to call it here. I hope you enjoyed this chapter. Thank you so very much. You see a vampire just spawn there in the background. That's cool. And then die. I guess before we go, we should really put on the Crusader gear, just because it's cool. In case it starts a quest or something too, I wouldn't doubt it based on that journal. We need the heavy armor, though. Where's the heavy armor? That's all the light. Shield of the Crusader. Yeah, you start a quest. Let's go. The Pilgrim's Path. Pray at 9 shrines. Okay. Your crimes have made you unfit to wield the Crusader's relics. Make the pilgrimage to repent your sins and once again seek the favor of the gods. Very epic indeed. Carrying too much to run. Oh, without my stamina boost from something, I guess. Well, we gotta finish putting them on. I guess the gauntlets... Where's the other heavy armor? What am I... Oh, there we go. Gauntlets. Helm. Yo. Super cool. Alright, my friends. Another quest has begun. I hope you enjoyed this one. We did plenty today. A lot of it was impromptu. We're just going straight from one thing to the next. The shield is sweet. I don't know what else to tell you, except we got to get a cool picture here to close it out. Maybe I'll do that off camera, or maybe this one will do. Either way, I think this could be the thumbnail for sure. And I hope you guys had as much fun as I did. I will see you very soon for the next chapter. Thank you for the views, for all the Patreon support. Please do leave your comments below, and I will talk to you soon.